Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back. And I wanted to go ahead and talk about what am I talking about? I was about to say Married to Medicine, and then I was about to say Real Housewives of Atlanta, and it's neither. It is Basketball Wives. Yeah, we're going to talk about Basketball Wives. The episode was cute. It wasn't a lot that happened. I took a few notes, but um, it wasn't a lot that happened. Girl, let's just talk. When I say let's just talk, that just basically means for some of the new people. Shout out to the new people. Whenever I say girl, let's just talk. I don't necessarily go in the order that the scenes appeared on the show. So sometimes I'm just talking about, I'm not going in order basically. Um, they're talking. It's really conversations about Jackie, Shantel, and Britney. I'll start out with this. The episode did start out with Shanice talking with Evelyn. And the thing is, girl, look at that. Girl. The thing is, this is the thing. And I was like, y'all are being so dramatic. Somebody is going to have to explain it to me because I really honestly don't get it. Either Chantel, either either Brandy calling Chantel a child is like the straw that broke the camel's back as it relates to her feeling as though Jackie has always kind of dropped the ball. Because Chantel did say, I think in last week's episode, that it just kind of, well, I mean, it's not, well, she did say it. She did say it. She did say that she didn't say the straw that broke the camel's back, but this is just another example of Jackie not having her kids back and like reaching up, but not having her kids back. Again, I do think that Jackie is in a position where it's like a lose lose because the fact of the matter is I don't know what they were hearing because Evelyn said the same thing that Jackie didn't have Chantel's back. Evelyn, you were upset because you felt as though they should have defended you when the auntie was saying, girl, you need to go get your coochie checked. And then Chantel was probably just upset and not listening to Jackie for whatever reason, or the reasons that her reasons. But it doesn't take away from the fact that Jackie did take up for Chantel. She did. And then that's the thing, like, she did. Like, now, did she do it to Chantel's liking? But Chantel is saying that she didn't say anything, but she did say something. She even said that she knew that you probably wouldn't like the fact that she was about to overstep because you had already told her to stay out of it. Now, I don't know if Chantel was telling Jackie to stay out of it, period, across the board with her and Brandy, or if she was just talking about that night. But nonetheless, Jackie spoke up, and there's no debating that. Um, Brittany Brittany meets up with Evelyn. She meets up with Jennifer, separately, not together. And Brittany is basically triggered, right? Brittany does not have the best relationship with her mother. And so her seeing the things that Chantel is going through um, is triggering her. This is what I have to say about Brittany. I think that we all can become triggered due to certain situations. And I understand that Brittany has her own situation with her mother, and that being in this environment, especially seeing the interactions between Chantel and Jackie, is pulling something out of her. With that being said, don't let your triggers that have to do with your mother get your ass whooped because you want to take it out on me. I do believe, and I think Jennifer touched on this with Denise and probably even Britney in the confessional. When it comes to family, let me be very clear. When it comes to family, getting into fights, getting into arguments, unless you have probably been a part of the family, like if you're not necessarily blood, the only time you might get a pass is if Britney was friends with Shantel since they were kids and babies in diapers, and she looked at Jackie as a mama, and Jackie and Brittany's mama were best friends, and AKAs and deltas, and zetas and all that stuff. And you know what I'm saying? Like, it would have to be a relationship where like Jackie and Brittany were just like this. I mean, like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though that's not my blood, that's still my daughter, and we go out, we hang out, we have a good time, um, and that's why she's able to speak up on certain situations because she's been there and seen it all. Brittany don't know Jackie like that, and she don't even know Shantel to be hopping in the middle of family business. When you see family getting into arguments, stay out of it. Because the family, for some people, not everybody, the family sometimes still gonna be family when it's all said and done. They'll turn around and jump your ass. I think Brittany should have done what everybody else did. Stay out of it. Because didn't nobody else jump in except for Brittany. Brittany wanted to defend Shantel. And in her defending Shantel, really and truly, this woman she just met, now you about to get your ass whooped by Jackie, or you about to whoop Jackie ass. But y'all about to fight. I think Brittany should have stayed out of it. That's really what it comes down to. Shantel meets up with Ming Lee, Evelyn, and Brittany. I'm never going to let it. I'm never going to let it go that Jackie has already had one daughter come out and say that she's an ain't shit mama. We're not going to let it go. I know some people love Jackie and they want to look at Jackie as this, reality TV star and all that good stuff. But the fact of the matter is, a daughter has already come out and talked about Jackie and her parenting. Now you have Shantel. I believe that whatever Shantel is feeling when it comes towards her mama is absolutely valid. Be very clear. Jackie is not your mama. She not my mama. She not yours, yours, or yours. That is Shantel's mother. Out of me, you, your mom, and your cousin too, don't nobody know Jackie except for Shantel. We can't tell Shantel her relationship with her mama. However, because we already have another child who has come out and talked about Jackie as a mother, and now we have Shantel pretty much saying that Jackie is an ancient mama, I'm tending to believe the children. Now, with all that being said, it makes no sense for Shantel, who I already said that Shantel is only dealing with Jackie because Jackie is her mama, and she feels like because Jackie is her mama, she got to deal with Jackie. Shantel came out and said on the show, she wants to honor her. She wants to honor her mother because that's her mother, and because now she's a mother also. I said that. Shantel only is dealing with Jackie because that's her mother, and she feels obligated to because that's her mother. But the reality is, Shantel does not see it for Jackie Christie, and that's okay. Girl, I don't know why Shantel signed up to be on this show knowing the relationship she has with Jackie. It's like signing up to traumatize yourself again on some shit you really don't have to. Now, I know somebody gonna say, well, the girls do it on Atlanta all the time. Girl, and I'm about to move the needle just a little bit. I am. I'm about to move the needle. I am. The difference between the girls on Atlanta and some of the other girls is you got the girls on Atlanta making $2 million per season. To be very clear. And they dealing with some girls who, you know, If they get fired from the show or they quit the show, they probably won't deal with most of these women anymore. Chantel is signing up to be on the show. One, well, girl, she's not getting paid a lot of money. This is her first season. And then two, when it's all said and done, girl, if you wanted to have a relationship with your mama, girl, that's still your mama, and now we have to deal with the shit that we did on TV. Does that make sense what I'm saying? I just don't know why Chantel signed up to be on this show. I really honestly don't. I'm not negating anything she said. I'm not trying to take away anything that she said. Because I believe what Chantel is saying. What I'm saying is I don't know why she signed up to be on this show. It's weird to me. She says that um, there's always been like a sense of a competition with her father when it comes to Jackie. So I guess Jackie, being the wife, Chantel being the daughter, it's always been this. That's my father, and then Jackie, that's my husband. I don't know. It just was weird to me because Chantel is screaming and hollering about Brandy calling her a child, but then she turns around and says, "I'm calling my father." Girl. And you wonder why the girls look at you like a child. I also think it's weird that they are trying to make this bigger than what it is. While, yes, I do have to acknowledge that Chantel has said that this is just another example of Jackie not having her back. So, it's just not about Brandy calling her a child. It's probably a list of other, not probably, it's a list of other things that have happened between Jackie and Chantel, and this is just another thing to add to the list. However, it does not take away from the fact that that Chantel has told Jackie to stay out of it with me and Brandy. And I'm gonna go ahead and say this, girl, I don't care what nobody say. Brandy calling Chantel a child is not that big of a deal to the point where Jackie needs to jump in. Chantel is a grown ass woman. The way that Chantel is acting is as if, girl, Brandy tried to whoop her ass in front of Jackie and Jackie just sat there. Now, there I would have been like, girl, you know how Britney tried to do to your mama, Chantel? And you just stood there and basically took Brandy's back? That's how they're acting. That's even how, you know, Shawnee, if somebody was talking to my daughter like that, whatever she said, I had to somehow I had to jump across the table. I forgot what Shawnee said, and then Evelyn, she called her a child, and Shawnee's girl, like, why are y'all acting so dramatic with like what Brandy said? Brandy ain't said nothing that deep. She called the girl the child. Like that's literally what happened. Stay in a child's place, whatever she said, and the girls are so, oh my god. I've seen Jackie act worse over less than that. Um, Brandy and Evelyn go shopping. They're buying crystals for some of the victims of the LA fires. Girl, that was sad. Go to LA fires. The fires that happened in LA. It's a hot ass mess. I remember when that shit first happened. I was on not Twitter. I think it was Instagram. Girl, I did not know what was going on, child. I remember this guy like riding a bicycle down the street, and it was like a few homes on fire. And I'm like, oh my god, girl! Like, girl, good these people house on fire. And I'm like, I hope they're okay. Girl, not realizing that, girl, it wasn't just three houses. Hello. I did like the fact I have to give the basketball wives their flowers. I do like when people do philanthropy, charity fundraising on these shows, because sometimes we can dip away from the mess. So they gave back to the community. I thought that was really really sweet. They met up and gave people in need Pampers and food and things that they needed. So shout out to the basketball wives for doing that. But before that, Brandy and Evelyn met up, and Brandy basically tells Evelyn that, you know, girl, you are part of the reason why basically me and Shawnee got an issue. Now Brandy nervous. Brandy nervous, she about to lose her job. And Evelyn act like she it ain't that big of a deal. You know what's so crazy? You know what's so crazy? Evelyn actually is kind of funny. Girl, I just hate that she got her colorist ass ways. But Evelyn is kind of funny. Um, but yeah, so anyway, so Brandy, they meet up. Evelyn basically tells Brandy she don't give a damn what she got to say. I thought that was kind of messed up because this is the thing, right? Brandy, Brandy is messy as hell. The fact of the matter is the whole trip was messy from the get go. If we're gonna be honest, if we just gonna put it out there, they shouldn't have even been in Vegas because they were really supposed to be going to Vegas to go to Jennifer's wedding, but because it was what's the noise? Girl, at first I thought my phone was vibrating. That's why I looked over here, but my phone is over here, and then I thought I heard an airplane, but it's not an airplane. Then it sounded like something was going through the roof. But I'm not on, but I'm not at the top floor. Somebody is above me and beneath me. But it sounded like something was like moving through the building. What was I saying? Bitch. I forgot what I was saying. What the fuck was I saying? Brandy and Evelyn, oh, they were being messy. So yeah. Girl, so it's like now the trip that was supposed to be about Jennifer's wedding has turned into like a wedding slash birthday party. You know, I will say this much. Brandy inviting Jennifer over to the house. We know this is a cast trip. We know the girls have to shoot scenes together. We know this stuff, but we're going to pretend just for a second. Brandy inviting Jennifer over to the house. Now, that I could see Evelyn having a problem with. I could see the other girls having a problem with that because it's like, if we're over here at the house and we're supposed to be celebrating Jennifer Evelyn's birthday, then why are you inviting Jennifer over here knowing damn well that Jennifer and Evelyn don't get along? So Brandy was being messy as far as that, but the whole putting her finger in Shawnee's face, I mean, I guess technically she did. You know, it's kind of like Britney feels that Jackie put her hand in her face. Technically, Jackie did put her hand in Britney's face, but it wasn't. I don't know how to explain it. Brandy did put her hands in Shawnee's face, but it wasn't like they're trying to make it seem you put your hands in her face. Girl, I come out. She talked about Brandy trying to act like her ass wasn't at Brandy. Your ass was out, baby. Good enough. Don't get it twisted. Brandy, that dress was sickening. The body is sickening. But we're not gonna sit here and act like your ass wasn't out. Girl, Brandy, your puss was damn near out. If we're just gonna be honest about it, baby, the body was out. Okay, that whole right side of your body was definitely out. Girl, and I'm sure when you probably sat down and that dress hit the ground, I'm sure you probably saw ass cheek hanging out too. I'm almost sure. Anyways, girl, Evelyn don't want to hear what Brandy has to say, but Brandy is low key right. She's wrong, but she's right. Like, girl, you get some shit started with me and Evelyn. I mean, me and Shawnee, and it's not even that deep. Girl, I didn't put my hand in her face. Like, did she do like this? But it was more of a joke, like because Shawnee had made a comment about, girl, you won't be coming to my wedding with that dress on, and she was like, girl, it was like that. You see what I'm saying? So technically, she did, but they're trying to make it. They're trying to make it seem like it was something that it wasn't. That's all I'm saying. Um, I thought it was crazy how it sound from what Jackie said that Jennifer was not invited to help with the drive for the folks of LA. That's what Jackie said. I thought Jennifer was invited, but maybe Jackie invited them on her own. But then Evelyn said that no, she can't come. And it just goes to show Evelyn, you messy as hell too. Because if it's really supposed to be about the people, Like they felt the way because Jackie was only there for 30 minutes and left because Jackie was like, "Girl, the energy is off. I'm gone." But if it's really supposed to be about the people, then you would have invited Jennifer too. If it's really supposed to be about the people, you invited Jackie, you invited Chantel, you invited Britney, you invited everybody else who you know has conflict with each other. But then you don't invite Jennifer. So you invite Jackie, Chantel, Brittany, Denise, Ty, Ming Lee. She invited everybody, I think, except for Jennifer. So you don't care about the other girls, possibly girl knocking each other upside the head with a pack of romaine noodles or a pack of Pampers. Girl, you know what I'm saying? Bitches out there fighting, throwing baby wipes at each other. One upside their head with a pack of Pampers. You know what I'm saying? Fighting. But you don't invite Jennifer though. But it's supposed to be about the people. I do believe that in that case they could have worked together. I'll say this much, and maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm definitely 100% wrong. But I don't see them not being able to work in that environment. I think it's one thing for them to go to a restaurant and act the fool. I think it's one thing for them to go to a bar and act a fool. I don't see them cutting up and acting a fool like in that environment because that was a real setup. That wasn't just no basketball wife setup. That was like, oh girl, we're really going out here to help this organization, you know, help people in need. Does that make sense what I'm trying to say? So I don't even think Jennifer and Evelyn would have even tried to say anything to each other. Just like Brandy, Jackie and Brittany didn't say anything to each other. Jackie and Denise really didn't say anything to each other. Oh, girl, Denise, you scary girl. Denise, girl, they putting the battery in your back to basically, girl, I guess give you some camera time, which is cool because I was saying, why is Denise in my face because she don't really say nothing. But now Denise is starting to become more outspoken. But girl, wrong road, wrong road, wrong road. Jackie basically told her, girl, mind your fucking business before you get popped too, basically. Denise was sitting there when she was talking to Jackie, talking about, can we address the elephant in the room? Basically talking about Shantel and Brittany. Girl, y'all saw her brushing her hair with her hand? I said, oh, she nervous. I don't think you want Jackie, Denise. Um, I do think it's weird though. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Chantel don't like her mama, which is fine. I keep saying it because that's what it is, and I've been saying it. Chantel don't like her mama, which is fine. But now all of a sudden, girl, Evelyn is so, oh well, I'm worried about Chantel, and Chantel this and Chantel that. Girl, Chantel, you are literally sitting up in front of a woman, Evelyn, who basically let it be known that your mom was out here selling pussy, supposedly, girl, when she was like what, back in the day, I ain't gonna say her age. I don't know the age, but some people were saying that Jackie at the time was like 18 or 17 when she got arrested. I don't know. Allegedly got arrested. I don't know. But the fact of the matter is, girl, all this shit you seen your mama go through with some of these women, and girl, some of the shit Jackie did start. But girl, you sitting here kikiing and cackling with this woman. Girl, after she exposed your mama was selling pussy supposedly when she was younger. But now she has your back. Evelyn has Chantel's back. Girl. Excuse me. Evelyn, Shanice, Chantel wants to give. Okay, yeah, girl, that's pretty much it, girl. That's all that happened. Like I said, really, it's really nothing really happened. Yeah, Chantel gotta go though. Chantel needs to go, and Chantel, the way, the only reason why it will make Chantel sense for Chantel to be on this show, it won't make any sense at all to me. Girl, why are you around your mama and you don't even like your mama? Like you signed up for this bullshit. If Chantel came out and said, "Bitch, I signed up because they cut me a check for $2 million," I would understand. I would, and I would say, and the reason why I would understand is because, well, girl, you don't owe your mama nothing. You don't even like the heifer, girl. You got a $2 million payday. Okay, girl, it's cool. But girl, you doing all this for probably a little bit of change down to VH1. Girl, it's not like y'all ratings are in the millions. I think they had the ratings last week. It was like 350,000, some shit like that. So you're not making a lot of money. It's your first season as a basketball wife. Girl, you on TV, girl, cutting up and acting a fool with your mama. And girl, what you walking away with? Girl, probably $20,000. And a basketball. Anyways, God don't care, girl. I don't give a damn about Shantel or Jack if we're gonna be honest about it. I don't. Okay. All right, y'all. I'm going. I'll talk to y'all later. Have a good day. Bye, y'all.